Dear students, welcome to online virtual classroom of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sreekumar. This class is for 5th standard scholarship students. Let me begin the class. Dear students, we are entering into a new topic of intelligence test, and this topic is related with figures. When we say figures, it can be anything. Sometimes there can be a figure and a number of lines over there. Sometimes it will be in such a way that a figure is there are certain direction mentioned in that. Sometimes it will be in such a way that there is some figure which are identical, some figures which are different. Sometimes there will be figure inside another figure. So I told at least 5 times figure. That means using figure we can test the intelligence. That means certain properties shown in the figure will be used for checking the intelligence of a person. The same technique is used here. And to test that, there will be 2 figures. First figure, second figure, then another set of third figure and fourth figure. There will be a specific relationship between first and second figure. There will be a specific relationship between first and second figure. So that specific relationship should be there between third and fourth, between the third figure and the next figure. One of the figure will be missing, maybe second, maybe third, maybe fourth, or maybe first, where there will be a question mark. You have to find out this figure where there is a question mark. So it is all about figure. You have to look at the figure and find out that what is the relationship between these figures and what will be the figure at the place of question mark. So let us go ahead. To go ahead, we need to understand that. Second, let me clean the board. So let me go straight away to a question. Here is a question. You can see a number of figures. How these figures are? There are certain relationship between the figure first one and second one. Here 1 and this one. There is a colon over here. This figure is related to this, and here double colon. This figure will be related to next figure which will come here, the same way how these two, the first two are related. And we have to pick out one figure from this which can be the correct figure. So what we have to do is we should find out what is the relationship between these two figures first. What is the relationship between these two figures? The first two figures, then we can easily find out the relationship between the other two. If I draw this figure here simply, here is a square like and an arrow mark, and that same square is there no change in the square, but the arrow mark shifted here. So if I think this is the first figure and this is the second figure, the arrow mark which was in the corner here has shifted to the center of any one of the side, and one rotation has been done. That means I can say that in the first step the figure became like this, and next it must have turned once turned like this, then we got this. The same thing we have to do with this. The first figure is, the given figure is this. We will shift this to the corner, right? We will shift this to the corner. Okay, so we will shift this to the corner as a method. So it will come here. Then we will rotate this. When we rotate this, naturally this corner arrow mark will go here, and our answer is this. This way we can find out the answer. This way we can check our intelligence. That is the beauty of it. Okay, let me go to the next. Here comes the next one. Same method, we have to find out what is there at the place of question mark. Here is a figure. Let us consider this as first one, and second one is having a relationship. The same should be there between the one which is here. Again there is a square-like arrangement, then there is a cross, it is there in both. These are horizontal here. When it came here, it became vertical. That means some change happened in such a way that this horizontal became vertical and it became the opposite side. That means something which was horizontal here became vertical, and this has come to the opposite side of it. In that case, this one, let me draw it, which is having horizontal here, will become vertical and will go to the opposite. How many are there lines? 3 lines are there. Right? So if 3 lines are there, here also 3 lines were there, in this also 3 lines. So if there are 3 lines here, so the answer figure also will be having 3 lines. I won't take this much time, we'll do it fast. 1, 2, 3, and it will be the opposite side of it. Instead of horizontal, it will be vertical. So these 2 figures are not answers. These are having vertical, but here there are 4 lines, here only 3 lines. So the correct answer is second one. Understood the technique? This way we have to find out the answer. This way we have to score the mark. Okay. Here comes the next question. Again a question mark. This time the question mark is at the position 3. Here are 2 figures closely related. There is a relationship between these 2. Same relation will be there between these 2. The same method. You can pause the video here. You can start thinking the answer. Try to get the answer. Instead of continuously listening to me, you can pause the video. Yes, pause it and then find out the answer. Then come back. I will continue now. So here there is a change in the figure also. Earlier it was square, square, rectangle, rectangle. Now the quadrilateral, it has become a circular now, and triangle which is inside has become upside down. Lot of changes. So we need to study what all changes happened here. Right? Then only we can think about the answer here. What can be the answer? So why I am explaining this is this kind of question. One thing I can understand that what is inside is a circle that has become the outer. So what is inside comes out. The inner figure, which is a circle, have become outer figure in this case. Now what more changes? The triangle with a base here and opposite vertex here has become upside down in the second figure. So these are the changes what I can observe. The same changes will happen here, but here we are getting changed figure. So we have to think reverse. That means what is inside, inner became outer. So what is outer will become inner. So the triangle is out, the triangle will be inside. Innermost figure will be triangle. So the answer can be here it is triangle, here it is triangle. Anyone know this? Now, if this triangle which is inside here was just outside, so like that we have to think opposite now. So we know that triangle will be inside because the circle which was here, the circle here in the previous case it was the innermost. So here it is triangle outside, the innermost, the previous figure, the figure which is here, it will be triangle, the innermost will be triangle. Another change is that the triangle which is there in this figure became upside down here, became upside down inside. Correct? So what is seen here inside, as upside down must be straight in the previous figure. That means this figure appears to be like this. Correct? So it will become like this in the answer figure now. So we got second condition. First condition, inner must be triangle. So the answer can be either this or this. The second condition is that the figure next should be like this. So your answer is here. The third condition is not required because the circle is out here in this answer. Circle will be out because that is the order of doing it. So we will not spend time on that because these two conditions satisfied. This cannot be the answer. These two are not answer. Immediately we remove it because it is circle which is inside. We need triangle inside. Then if surrounding the triangle, the second layer must be a figure which has turned upside down and we have put it straight. Anyway, so why these kind of things are used in as questions or method of checking the intelligence? Because to analyze this requires intelligence. So a student who is in a position to analyze this quickly and find out the correct figure will be considered as intelligent and you will score mark in intelligence test like that. Okay. So I think you must have paused the video and must have tried to find out the answer, then came back and found that your answer is right. Then clap for yourself. Every time you have to spend little time to think whether you can get the answer yourself. Because this is learning stage. Afterwards you have to practice at least 50 questions of this kind so that you will get enough speed to find out the answer in the exam. Okay, let me move ahead. Here comes next question. Look at the figure. Same method. Pause the video. Try to get the answer yourself. Check your answers. Every question will be having its own peculiarity. Don't think that this will be like that, this will be like this. That will happen by the time of your exam because you will practice and you will get an idea. This will be like that. But not now. At the time of learning, learn and find each question or each task as a different task. Okay. Here is a question figure and then an answer figure. You have to find out the same way which will be at this position. You can see that certain figures are there in here. Same figures are there here also, but there are a lot of changes. This figure has been shifted here. This figure has been shifted here. This has been shifted here. This has been shifted here when it comes here. And there is also change in the number. Here there are 6 like this, only 4 are there. What is the relation between 6 and 4? Here there are 4 and here only 3. So here comes the clue or the task to find out what is the relationship. I took little time to find out the relation, but I got it. As I am explaining to you, I am giving you the answer quickly, but for you it takes time. You can pause the video and think yourself if you still feel that I should find it myself. Okay, now this is 4 and this is 3. This is 3 because there are 6 here. Do you understand? This is shifted here, one condition. While shifting here, we put half of this number. So it became 3 here because here there are 6 figures. This is shifted here and it became 2 because it is half of this. 4 are there, 2 are there. Now you will tell very easily. This is shifted here, but the number will be this 4 plus 4, 8. Half of 8 is 4. And this is shifted here. The total is 6 here. Half will be 3. So shifting and halving is done. Now in that case, here we have to shift this here and put half of this. This is 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10. That means instead of 2, it will be half of 10, 5 will be there. The possible answers are, this is a simple technique. The possible answer is here, 5. Is there any other answer possible? No. You got the answer. This is the answer. Now, for your satisfaction, this will be shifted here, and in half of 2, 1 will be there. That means this kind of one figure will be there. They go same. This will be shifted here, and half of 6, 3 will be there. This will be shifted here, half of 4, 2 will be there. But we got the answer very quickly because this figure is unique. This itself gave us answer. Sometime we will be lucky like that. No other figure is having 5 over here either. No such situation. So no need of checking this and this. One figure clear. But if there are 2 figures having 5 rectangles or square over here, then you have to worry about which among those 2, which is the correct one. Here there is no such question. Okay, let me move ahead. Here comes the next question. Same method, same thinking, same testing. Question figure, answer figure. Find out what is the question mark. Let me apply my common sense. You can pause the video for you to find out. Looks like M and it became like W. Maybe it became upside down. This looks like L, this becomes a mirror image. This is mirror image. Here it is one which was like this, became like this, upside down. So this must become upside down. When S becomes upside down, it will become like this. Mirror image of this will be like this. So there should be a figure which is matching this. I think it is easy to check this. How many are having an answer set like this? Sometimes we are so lucky. Only one figure is having that. If I had taken this as sample, this is having that, this is having that, the confusion will be between these two. But luckily, this is given only in 1 and the answer is 4. This is matching. This is not matching. Here this is same to same, not matching. This is not matching. They should have given this figure like this to confuse us. They love you all, so they did not confuse. Please note that all those whichever I have given you, shown you till now, are questions which have come in the previous question paper, not made by me. Why I am taking the questions of previous question paper? Questions can be made by anyone in any format and with different difficulty level. One which have come in the previous question paper is considered to be standard questions because the difficulty level and other aspects are clearly considered while making the questions. So my dear students, I will be always taking care that you are getting those questions which have come in previous years so that your standard will be standardized. Okay, let me see what more questions are there. So my dear student, that was all about figures for checking the intelligence of students, sometimes that of elderly people also. We found that certain relationship is there between the first 2 figures and the third and fourth figure. We were trying to find out and we were getting clue about what is the relationship and we solved it. Certain figures were symbol figures, certain were having lines inside, certain figures were having figures inside of the figures. There are various other ways by which we can check the intelligence of a person, which will be there in the next video. My dear students, practice makes man perfect. Please practice with the help of whatever books available with you and with the help of your friends, with the help of your teachers. Do practice and make the exam easy for you. Thank you.